All right, let's get to some Nugs. VG's Nugs.
All right, we got some Nugs. Some Nugs to put you in perspective of the Phillies, calm you down maybe. We got some good Olympics this weekend happening.
Yeah, give us some
so
all the stuff, the news of the day, fill us in.
We talked Phillies have lost 4 straight series, but in those 11 or 16 days, they've increased their NL East lead by 1 game. So everyone just
look at that.
Right,
now that's a nug.
Yeah, man. Everything's okay. It's going to be
Come
just
on, big
fine.
farts.
Come on, fartsy. Hey, you always read about these lefty, righty matchups and how it's the advantage for the pitchers often. They put up on the game yesterday Schwarber's stats versus left-handed pitching. Did you see it?
I saw it.
He ranks number 1 in everything.
Yeah, I saw it.
Average, home run, on base percentage,
Well,
OPS.
By the way, so that kid's not bad, right? Who threw for Cleveland yesterday? He's a young kid they brought up. He's a lefty, and you saw to lead off the game, like both the home runs were just beautiful, like bat head out, right, and like just yanks him.
Yeah,
I mean, there was just he's amazing.
He's such an anomaly, like a weird player, right?
He is. He's so strange. Like the whole thing's strange. The fact that he hits leadoff is just insane, right? But you know, it works.
I couldn't, but first in everything. Like, that's wild. I don't know.
Seeing the ball, I guess it's like how you see it from that side.
Yeah.
Charlie used to say, like, you got to have, like, so if you're a lefty, you need a strong right eye, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. And Charlie was, because Charlie was a lefty. And, like, he would always.
Is he working out his eye?
Yeah. He would talk about the importance of the right eye.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Because that's your eye where you're seeing it.
I've seen there's yoga for eyes. I mean, it's strengthen up the retina and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I got to do that.
Do some eye yoga.
I do a little eye yoga.
Not so much good news with the Phils. Since the All-Star break with runners in scoring position, they are 11-55, which is 200.
That makes sense. Because it feels
like there's people on base all the time,
right?
Yes.
And you go, man, they should be scoring a ton more runs.
A ton, right. And we'll just continue with one other nug that's not great. Alvarado in his last 9 appearances. Where do you think his ERA sits?
5 and change.
Up.
Oh, God.
8.64 in his last 9 appearances.
8.64.
5 strikeouts, 8 walks. Not great.
That's terrible.
Yeah. They got to fix him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's such a weapon when he's throwing well.
Yeah.
He's such a weapon.
And when he's throwing well, he's going well, he comes in with some swagger. He's got his song.
Yeah. He doesn't. He's lost that. You can see it.
Yeah. Even in the post game, they're like the 1 home run. He just was bewildered because he said it was so far inside. He doesn't know how the guy turned on it so quick.
Well, that's the thing. He's not. His velo's down.
Yeah.
Like because when he's cranking it, it's you can't that inside pitch. There's no way in the world you could turn on that.
You wouldn't think. Yeah. You like big pitchers.
I love big.
The new guy. You know how much he weighs?
How big?
We'll put it this way. There's a list came out of the heaviest players in Major League Baseball by team, and the Phillies are now tied for fourth heaviest player. Carlos Estevez stands at 6'6", and he weighs 277 pounds.
Nice. That's a big boy.
Yeah, so Aaron Judge is only 282 to put that in perspective.
Wow.
That's our pitcher.
Wow, that's awesome. I love it. I love the big monster thrower.
277.
277 is awesome. Are you kidding me?
He's heavier than Lance Lynn by like 4 pounds, and that guy broke a belt earlier this year.
He could play line for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's probably heavier than some of the linemen. Yeah. Ohtani continues on with his amazing season. It's only June. This guy's got 32 home runs and 27 stolen bases.
Yeah, the steals
just makes no sense.
The steals are ridiculous.
He's not even pitching yet.
It's he's unbelievable. He goes 40-40.
Yeah.
He's going to go 40-40.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is.
When you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's unlike anything I've never seen anything like it. When you put it into perspective that he's also a top 10 pitcher.
I'm a box score nerd, and it feels like he hits a home run every other game.
Yeah, I mean, I have him in fantasy. I feel like he hits a home run every game.
And yesterday, I think I was looking at the box score. I think he had a steal yesterday.
Yeah,
like
I mean, speaking of steals, Ellie De La Cruz, I think he had 4 or 5 stolen bases yesterday. He was like 3 for 4 with 5 stolen bases.
Yeah,
and they still lost.
And I know. They're in last place, and there's a
lot of talent on that team. I thought there was going into the Reds. Yeah, they're underachieving. Speaking of underachieving, good news. He's not even on this continent anymore. Furkan has signed with AS Monaco in some European league.
The Cork Vaz in
Good
Monaco.
riddance to that guy. I could never stand him. He had a little bit of a fan base here. I had Jamie, the bro, was a Furkan
the bro
guy.
loved Furkan.
Yeah. I'm glad he's off this continent.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree. He should drive me nuts. Remember that one year they go in? He was your backup point guard.
I don't even remember. I must have blocked that out.
Yeah, it was like, what are you serious? Yes, guy never played point in his life. Who by the way should never play point in his life.
Yeah.
And by the way, he was such one of these dudes that you would cringe because he would have those games against some bad team, right? Charlotte, and hit 6 threes and give you like 25, and then the next 2 weeks he'd shoot 1 for 18.
Right. On My Own Yam Snow says he sees Furkan down selling T-shirts down in Wildwood.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a story that really warms my heart. Someone broke down Major League Baseball stadiums, and if they're closer to a liquor store, a church, or a marijuana dispensary.
Wow.
And there's 8 teams closest to a marijuana dispensary, and Citizens Bank Park and the Phillies are one of them, baby.
What was the This is
There's
awesome.
a dispensary right at 3rd and Packer.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, what's the criteria?
Like miles, like feet, how close you are.
This is how the proximity.
Yeah, proximity to a liquor store, a cannabis marijuana dispensary, or a church.
Wow.
And we're one of 8 that are closest to cannabis.
Look at that.
Yeah. So all you Green fans out there, we got a good stadium.
That's
location.
You, baby. That's you. Somewhere Tooch is watching and laughing, going,
Chooch is having a bowl?
No. Of course, he's like, VG, of course, would have that.
Yeah. I mean, anytime that. I think I have notifications for cannabis nugs. Dude, I was so geeked out with the Olympics this weekend, and I didn't even really watch most of men's basketball. Saturday morning, I was glued to women's street skateboarding, where they do like the railings and the grinds and stuff. I watched that for like 4 hours. It was amazing stuff. But I saw also the first U.S. gold medal, the men's 100 by 4 by 100 meters. These guys smoked the Aussies were supposed to be the main competitors.
Right.
Smoked them by like 2 body lengths. They came out and dominated. These guys are a force. And you know what I realized? They're pretty jacked. All the swimmers are jacked now. They used to be super lean.
Nah, they're jacked now. Yeah.
They're big, muscly dudes.
I like watching swimming.
Yeah.
The swimming of the track and field and swimming you like because you're always playing against the time, right? In your mind, aren't you? All right, well, how fast can they go? How fast can they,
You know what's cool? The swimming now, I don't remember it happening in the last Summer Olympics, but so they'll have like, if you're in first place, they have a tail behind them, like a block that tells you how many meters per second they're swimming, so you can see if someone's gaining or not and how quick.
It really is good. It's interesting as all get out.
Yeah.
Are you a good swimmer?
No, I am not a good swimmer at all. Yeah. You?
I mean, I'm all right. I'm not.
I can't. I have
Phelps.
No, I can get from one side of the pool to the other.
Yeah.
Anything longer than that, I'm dead. I don't know how to tread water. I'm fascinated by water polo. Those people tread water for like an hour while they're wrestling, throwing headlocks, and their feet never touch the bottom.
I know. That's unbelievable. You know how strong you got to be to tread water that long?
No.
Like, it's impressive.
Women's gymnast Simone Biles and the crew dominated the qualifiers yesterday, so they should cruise in. And dude, I slacked on sending a picture of this to Julia, but I got it now. A woman on the U.S. woman on the U.S. water polo team had complained about how they don't have any real support and how much work it is. They have a full-time job. They don't really get paid or any recognition. So that reached a special person. Flavor Flav saw this woman, and he is now the biggest hype man for the U.S. women's polo
Flavor
team.
Flav?
Yes.
He's a water polo
He's
man?
the hype man. He has been swimming with them. He's at every match. He's promised them if they come back with their 4th gold, because they have 3, he's getting them all, like the clocks he wears around his neck. He's buying them all their own clocks.
Dude, that's so genius, right? That's so genius that he takes the least publicized something, and being the great hype man that he is.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll lend my. That's a great brand.
He's in the
Like,
crowd.
to be
He's
the
got a cap, like the swimmer's cap on. He's got a basketball jersey that says like U.S. women's water polo on it. He is like all in on this.
That's fabulous.
We'll try and get a photo later.
I like that. I like that.
And dude, South Korea drama in archery. South Korea's won the last.
Only VG gives me South Korea
women's
drama
archery.
Women's archery.
Yeah, so they've won like the last 10 gold medals. They're scary. They come out with like their faces painted white. They dress in all white and they wear their faces painted white while they shoot. So they get into a tie with China and they get a free shootout thing. And it comes down. The woman, the picture on the right, I think there's one more picture with a close-up. The judge has to come out with a magnifying glass to see if the South Korea arrow, there's the judge with the magnifying glass, is in the 9 or the 10 zone.
Wow, look at that.
And rules it's in the 10 zone, and South Korea wins the gold.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
magnifying
awesome.
glass.
That's
It's like a magnifying glass we got in a comic book from like 1975. Look at that magnifying glass.
Looks like Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Are you kidding me? That's like me playing darts in the bar. You remember the bar? Like the darts was always a great bar game.
Yeah.
And we would play
dangerous.
We would play baseball.
Oh yeah.
You ever play baseball? For like you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There would be innings.
Yeah.
And if you hit a bullseye, it was 4 runs, and the skinny red was the triple. The other one, the thicker one, was a double, and then if you got it in the one thing, it's 1 run.
All right. Yeah, I never played much darts. I'm not good at it. I've never been good at it. Yeah. But wait, whoa. That's more of a flick. You're not throwing. You don't do anything that's a fling or a flick. And you flick Thor.
I guess you do flick it. You throw it, don't you?
It's a bit of a fling.
Yeah, it's not a all-out throw, but you throw it. This is a fling.
All right.
Mr. Frisbee. This is a fling. I don't go this way. You got to go this way.
All right. So I have to give props to Andrew and JP. So we got a little soccer nug.
Oh, God.
U.S. women's team dominated Germany yesterday.
They're unbelievable.
And the winner of the last gold medals has either been USA or Germany. So the U.S. women's.
They're unbelievable how good they are.
Sophia Smith with 2 goals. They routed Germany.
You know what's nuts is how good our women's team became.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
it's wild.
Dominate. Like, the men's can't do anything, right?
No,
they stink, right? Like the whole thing. The women's team they just dominate. All these old European soccer countries,
yes,
the whole world, right, with soccer, and our women dominate them.
Yeah, and I think basketball too, right?
Yeah. Basketball you expect though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect women's soccer to be dominant.
Yeah, you're right because basketball is our sport, kind of.
Yeah, it's definitely our sport.
All right, we got one more. Bobby the cap catcher. You hear this guy's story?
No.
So the water polo women team, they wear multiple caps. And one of the caps fell off during gameplay. I guess they were wrestling. So they had to get a worker at the arena to go out and get the cap at the bottom of the pool. And they don't have like a skimmer or anything to reach in. This poor guy's got to put on a bathing suit. He's around all these professional swimmers and water polo people.
Why can't they just go get the cap?
I don't know. But this dude comes out in a dad bod in a bikini to dive in and get the cap at the bottom. And the crowd goes nuts at the end of it supporting him. We have a video, I think. Look at his body, dude.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Well,
look at that walk.
That's
a horrible walk.
I mean, look at that right there. Is there anything better on the pool deck other than that?
Perfectly safe
right
swimmers
there?
And again,
them.
for those that don't always watch swimming, Emma Webber may have lost a cap.
He
but
does a
she's
real diver,
wearing
too.
more than one.
Yeah, she's
Good
probably got
dive.
another one on under
Listen
there.
to the crowd when he swims over to the edge of the
Sometimes
crowd.
maybe 3, depending upon your hair. So she was fine in that event. That's why we didn't notice it right away. She was, oh, there it is. He's got the cap. Now, is Emma going to let him keep the cap? That's the question.
See, does that guy get a name? The cap catcher?
Just like a roaring ovation.
Oh, dude,
what we
that's
need to call him,
awesome.
Bob, the cap catcher. I like
Call him
that.
Bobby the
The
cap
cap
catcher.
catcher.
Ladies Olympic.
What? But
I don't know why someone couldn't just swim in the pool.
like, why can't one of those people? They're in the pool.
Right.
They got to get this guy come out of the
This guy's
pool.
gotta go get dressed.
Put his panties on and go down there.
He put his panties on.
Cool, bro.
Yeah.
By the way, what happened to trunks? You can't wear trunks.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to wear the trunks.
Yeah. They're a nice floral pattern.
That's
little
it. That's
skivvies he's wearing.
That's it.
We all silly like the mayor.